Hey, girlfriend. What is up? Oh my gosh, it's been so long. I am back. I am back in the building. I am back on the YouTube channel. I'm just going to go ahead and wait for some other girlfriends to join us. It is Easter Monday here in Toronto. And so that means that it's a holiday. And yeah, it's really exciting to just, have time to just live life, enjoy, relax, that type of a thing. So I'm gonna wait and see who's on. I'm just checking out my phone right here to see who is actually connected. If people are connected, let me know in the comment section that you're here. Of course, I did just get back from vacation. We got back last night from a really beautiful cruise. Shout out to the MSC cruise team. They did a fantastic job and yeah. I think it's a little bit intense and insane that I'm actually here connecting with you right now, but I wanted to jump on and hop on and talk to you about this particular topic because it's so important. The last 2 weeks, of course, have been a bit slow. It was really, really busy at work, and so I wasn't able to connect on for like a live stream, but here we are right now. If you're wondering about this hairstyle, it is vacation happy, especially if you're going somewhere where it's there's a lot of water, it's very hot and humid, that kind of a thing, and you just want something to just put on up and just keep it moving, then this really came through clutch. Now, I will say that and this is one of the tips that I'm going to be sharing in today's particular topic, which is how to stay motivated on your fine natural hair journey. I see there's 3 of us in the chat. If you're comfortable, let me know. Oh, there's 6 now. If you're comfortable, let me know who you are, where you're watching from. That's always fun to, really connect with the girlfriend crew and see who's who. I did just finish getting my nails done. Really excited. They were longer. Now they're shorter. Anywho, let's jump into today's topic: how to stay motivated on your fine natural hair journey. So, number one, you really need to recognize what is fine natural hair. Now, I didn't even know what fine natural hair was before I started my journey. I just knew that my hair was fragile, it was fine, and it wasn't doing the things that I wanted it to do. I would see people on YouTube like Natural 85, Curly Nikki. There was another lady called, this is like throwing it way, 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 way back. Oh my gosh, I'm forgetting her name. She's the owner, Kimmy Tube of Love Naturals. Um, I would see these hair types, and Kimmy Tube is definitely a little bit closer to fine natural strands. I don't know if she identifies her hair as fine natural hair, but her strands are absolutely finer in nature. Now, the reason I'm bringing these various hair gurus up is because it was really easy to see how their hair journeys are progressing, what's happening there, and then not necessarily feel like my hair is progressing as well. I don't know if the comment screen is working. I feel like sometimes it does have a delay. I'm just gonna go ahead on my screen and see if it is working. Maybe we're quieter today, and that's a-okay. I mean, sometimes you just want to relax and chill, right? So I'm just gonna make sure that it is actually working before. Yes, so it is working. Wonderful. So yeah, jumping back on it. So you want to really be following people who have a natural hair type to your own, because then you can see what it can do from what it can't do, right? The other thing that I think is really important in terms of remaining motivated on your natural hair journey is to research other journeys. So researching those other journeys to see, again, like what's capable, but at the same time, like what regimens are they using? What hairstyles really benefit fine natural strands as opposed to the hairstyles that kind of, don't benefit it that well. So for example, and I know there's quite a few different types of fine naturals here on Fine Natural Hair Rocks, but for me personally, mini twists, they don't work. They cause matting, they cause a lot of shedding, a lot of unnecessary breakage. So that's a style that I wouldn't necessarily do. Now, if there is a fine natural out there who's got a curl type similar to your own, but that individual also has fine strands, then you can see what styles work for them and then replicate them accordingly. Following that, you want to start developing a regimen. So if you're developing a regimen, you can start by choosing your basic products, so your shampoos, your conditioners, your leave-in conditioners, and then a deep conditioner. Not in that order. So shampoo, conditioner, deep conditioner, and then leave-in conditioner. You want to find out like exactly what's working for other fine naturals. Typically speaking, if you do have fine strands, you want those products that are there's a lot of consistency to it, in terms of like very watery, lightweight, so that it doesn't weigh the strands down. Now, if you are using thicker consistency products, heavier products, then you're gonna want to go in with something that, maybe use a little bit less, so that you're not again weighing down fine strands. Fine strands are also very lightweight in nature, so it's very easy to weigh them down and have them looking even thinner than they actually are. So that's what's meant when we say like lightweight products versus like heavier products. The other thing to really think about when you're, really just at your wits' end with your natural hair journey, maybe your hair is not doing what you want it to do. Maybe you just miss having straight hair, is to go ahead and remember the reason why you went natural. So for me personally, I went natural because I wanted to grow my hair out just to relax it again. As crazy as that sounds, it was a very long time ago. But that was my why, right? Like I wanted to grow thicker strands, I wanted to grow healthier strands. And the idea, because I was so connected to my straight hair, was that I wanted to just grow it out and then keep it straight. Now, of course, now that I'm here at this part of my journey, nearly mid back length, I would never relax it again, just because I do remember how relaxers thinned out the hair. It caused a lot of scabs, a lot of unnecessary breakage, all of that kind of stuff. So that's not something that I particularly would do again. Your why might be different. So your why might be related to health concerns. Your why might be related to spirituality concerns. Like maybe you want to be more connected to your most authentic self. That's something that is absolutely part and parcel with a really deep rooted reason as to why you're going natural. And I find that, those moments when it's like, my gosh, like my hair's not doing what I want it to do, it's not progressing the way I want it to progress. It really does help to reconnect with that why. Now, girlfriend, if you're watching today's live stream video, I want to say happy Easter to you and your family if that's something you celebrate. Also, if you're enjoying the live stream, please go ahead and subscribe, hit up the notification bell button as well too, so that you never ever miss another video. I do tend to go live once every single week. I also tend to drop a new upload every single Monday. So that is something that you could look forward to here on Find Natural Hair Rocks. Also, I want to say shout outs to the 7,000 plus subscribers who've decided to join our Curlfriend crew. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey while I join you on your journey. And I want to say that at 10K, we will absolutely have a 10,000 subscriber giveaway. So if there are any individuals who could benefit from solid natural hair tips and tricks, then definitely send them on over to Find Natural Hair Rocks. And I'd be happy to take care of their, questions, and really assist on their journey as well. The other thing that I would say when it comes down to, going natural and remaining motivated is to take a break. There's nothing in the book that says you have to stay in your natural hair. There's no book, number one. That's the other thing. Your journey is your journey. If you need a break, you need to maybe put on a wig. Maybe you want to try goddess locks like my own. Maybe you want to even get a silk press. None of those things are awful to do, or even color. I mean, there's a lot of rhetoric out there that once you color your natural strands, you are no longer natural. I personally don't subscribe to that. My understanding of being natural is that your hair is in its natural textured state, minus chemicals. So, there are some naturals who heat train their hair. I would say that they're still natural. There's some naturals who color their hair. I would also say they're still natural. For me, what natural means is absent a relaxer. And so even if, your definition of being natural differs from that, I think taking a break from the journey, whatever that means for you, is really important because, fatigue is real and there's so many other things in life that are competing interests that, why make this journey harder than it has to be, right? Also, if you're getting stuck with styling, like there's so many styles you can do with your natural hair. There's, twist outs, there's braid outs, there's, twisted up do's, there's braided up do's. There's so many things you can do. Sometimes it can be that we get really overwhelmed. Maybe we don't want to be spending so much time and money on our strands. There's nothing saying that you can't just install a simple style, maybe a updo with your hair just out in its curly state. Maybe you keep it back low. I know I did a lot of that in the early journey, in the early stages of my journey, particularly when I had, a teeny weeny afro. I would just take my little band and pull my hair back. It was a time when I was also doing a lot of protective styles. But I learned further in my journey that, the longer my hair got, those protective styles, namely, braids, like extensions, box braids, weren't necessarily doing for my hair what I thought it was doing. But again, that's all part of the journey, right? And so those simple styles really did help to learn what's going to work and what's going to get me closer to my goals, which for me was getting to longer strands, mid back length, waist length. Those are the things that I really wanted to see from my fine natural strands. We already mentioned trying a wig. I am a very big fan of wigs. I do recognize that there are some naturals who don't necessarily like wigs. They don't subscribe to it. They don't, really see the point in going natural if you're going to wear a wig. For me, it was used as a growth aid, as a growth tool, and it was really helpful to remain on that path. So I was one of those people who didn't have very nice relaxed hair anyways. Relaxer just never took well to me. It caused scalp burns and breakage, and my hair was in such a point that I wasn't able to wear it out and about in its relaxed state anyways. So to say that I had this yearning to return back to relaxed hair because my relaxed hair was doing things that my natural hair wasn't doing, for me, that relationship, that understanding was quite the opposite. It's actually inverse in the sense that, or reversed rather, in the sense that now that I'm natural, I'm able to appreciate and do a lot of styles with my real hair. Back in the day, that wasn't the case. And that might be your story as well, right? So again, it really is individual. It really is unique to everyone's different experiences. And protective style is really helpful. We mentioned this a little bit in the past, but I think that a protective style can really assist with, like, just not worrying about your hair. If you are installing your protective styles on a very good foundation, a good foundation meaning your hair is clean, your scalp is clean, your strands have been deep conditioned, you can literally leave your hair in that style for 4 to 6 weeks and rest assured that your strands will be properly cared for. They will be maintained in that healthy state. So for me personally, like now that I've got my kinky twist up, the most that I do in the morning is spray it with a curl spray and keep it moving. And the reason why I'm able to do that is because, like I mentioned, it's been installed on a very healthy state. So it was shampooed, conditioned, deep conditioned. There's a leave-in conditioner on it. It was blown out. And now it's literally just locked into that space within the lock itself. So that's another thing that you could do. You don't need super long tresses to do something like that. As long as your hair is able to braid, you should be able to install kinky twists or goddess locks onto your strands. The other thing that I would say is, if you really are wanting that straight look, then get a silk press. Why not? Sometimes it just helps to see where our strands where they're going when you take various different pictures of yourself in a straightened state, because curly hair, excuse me, is such that you can't really see how things are growing, right? You can't see how things are growing. You can't see where it's taking you unless you get that silk press. I find that that's really helpful to just do a check and balance to see like what's working versus what's not working too well. So those are my tips, very quick tips for today, this Easter Monday. Thank you so much for checking out Fine Natural Hair Rocks. If you want to delve deeper into some more tips, tricks, and tools on how to really get your hair where you want it to be, last time I checked, there's over 250 videos about Fine Natural Hair right here on Fine Natural Hair Rocks that are designed to really help you out. I do respond to every single message. So if you are, having a question, maybe there's something that could have, been explained a little bit, or maybe you've got a particular situation that you'd like to ask questions about, then absolutely feel free to ask me. I will preface all of that with saying that I am not a hair care specialist. However, I am an expert as it relates to my own fine natural hair, and I've done quite a bit of research in the space. So I bring to the table an understanding of how fine natural hair operates because I have it, but also a very logical, I guess, pragmatic approach to fine natural hair care that I borrow from my career and my profession as a human rights lawyer. So, that being said, if you are interested in, just, logical advice, like tips and tricks and like just knowing what works based on someone who's done it, you can't see my hair right now, but it is almost mid back length, which is something that it takes a lot of trial and error. My goal is to cut down somebody's trial and error time so that you too can feel comfortable in your own hair, skin, and glory. So that's pretty much it. If you really enjoyed today's live stream, please go ahead and smash that like button. It helps to tell YouTube that this is actually good. It's good video, it's good content. And yeah, definitely stay tuned. I will be back on Friday with another live stream video at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is our normal time to connect. This video will also be available for review if you want to check it out again after the live stream has ended. It will absolutely be here permanently on Find Natural Hair Rocks. Thank you so much for watching, girlfriend. I love you so much. I wish you and your family a beautiful Easter Monday and a wonderful start to your brand new week. Talk to you soon on Friday. Bye.